Cartherics is developing off-the-shelf or allogeneic immune cell therapies that are ready for on-demand use, available when the patients need them, and can be manufactured at a fraction of the cost of other CAR-T therapies.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another insightful episode of the Executive Interview Series. Today we are delving into the cutting-edge world of biotechnology. Joining us is Alan Trounson, the CEO and Executive Director of Cartherics, a Melbourne-based biotech firm that is revolutionizing cancer treatment through cell-based immunotherapy solutions. Alan, it's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Now, to kick things off for our interview, could you provide our viewers with an overview of Cartherics and its mission in the field of biotechnology, particularly in the development of cell-based immunotherapy solutions for solid cancers?
Yes, sure. The Cartherics' mission is to rearm the body's immune system to control cancer. And Cartherics is doing this by developing novel cell therapies for the treatment of cancers, specifically solid tumours that are the vast majority of cancers, which have the highest unmet need for control. The mission is to use immune cell therapies that have chimeric antigen receptors, or CARs, targeting the cancer, and genetic strategies to block inhibitors within the solid tumours that prevent immune destruction. The aim is to enable immune control of cancer, making it a manageable condition rather than a high risk of death.
Amazing. Now, the global cell therapy market is projected to reach incredible heights by 2032. So how does Cartherics differentiate itself within this market, especially its focus on solid tumors and the propriety of the shelf approach?
Cartherics is developing off-the-shelf or allogeneic immune cell therapies that are ready for on-demand use, available when the patients need them, and can be manufactured at a fraction of the cost of other CAR-T therapies. The products are based on stem cells derived from babies' cord blood and have immune compatibility with many patients. The pluripotent stem cells that we use can be gene edited to introduce the CARs and knock out genes that inhibit immune cells for killing solid cancers. And this is a platform technology. So our lead product is a natural killer cell, or an NK cell, which we manufacture in very large quantities, so we could treat hundreds or maybe even thousands of patients. And these natural killer cells are very safe. There are no side effects as seen with CAR T cells, where you sometimes see cytokine storm, neurological side effects, or graft versus host disease. And the product we use is made from a single gene-edited stem cell that is checked for genomic normality. So it's much more like a drug than a cell therapy. The stem cell origins of our product enable a mix and match of CAR targets, so we can use them for different cancers, and genetic enhancements for immune cell function, so we can improve their function. And we can produce different types of immune cells, natural killer cells or T cells or macrophages, all with the same or different genetic modifications. These cells can also be engineered to release different molecules into the solid tumours, which will disrupt that defences that the cancer has and then open it up to our killer products and also recruit the patient's own immune system to join the cancer control.
Amazing. Thanks for explaining that. Now, a robust IP portfolio and cutting-edge technology are pivotal in this field. So how does Cartherics plan to leverage its extensive patents and technology platform to maintain a leadership position in the rapidly evolving realm of gene-edited immunotherapies?
Well, Cartherics has a portfolio of its own patents, which it complements with in-licensing technology from partners. And we intend to out-license our technology and products to other companies and institutions for international development and commercialisation. We've already provided commercial rights of our CAR-T product called CTH004 to Shunzi Holdings in Greater China and provided development rights to the Peter Mac Cancer Centre in Melbourne for phase 1 clinical trials of the same product, while retaining the commercial rights for further development of the product. Other countries are also interested in these rights. Cartherics will partner with other companies for co-development of rights to use our patented products. Typically, this includes the major pharmaceutical or biotech companies, and will provide rights to use our cell products for other developments such as maybe exosome therapeutics or diagnostics. We'll also partner or provide rights for other human disease conditions such as really difficult fibrotic disorders, and that's an interesting use of this technology as well. Cartherics also has a strong technology in-licensing program that enhances the product pipeline and enhances the therapeutic effectiveness of our cells. And we'll continue to partner with others to enhance that product line. The Cartherics Director of IP and Licensing maintains a very strong division in the company, creating new IP, finding complementary IP, and licensing and in-licensing the company's interests. She works closely with patent attorneys in a major New York practice. The discovery research teams continuously explore new IP as the research evolves.
That's understandable. Now, turning our attention to the future, you have touched upon this, the CTH401, which is Cartherics' lead product. Now, it is set to enter clinical trials in 2025. So can you tell us what specific milestones should investors be attentive to during this phase, and how do these milestones actually contribute to the overall attractiveness of Cartherics as an investment?
Okay. Well, Cartherics has just completed a very successful pre-IND meeting with the US FDA on CTH401 and has received very clear advice on what's needed for the next 12 months to be ready to submit an IND for CTH401. This next major milestone of an IND will allow the company to begin clinical trials. In Australia, we're going to initiate those trials in Australia using product made to specification this year. So we expect this to happen in the first quarter of 2025, and this will be a major investment value increment in the company. We've also got clinical trial readout, which will include safety data for CTH401 and possible effectiveness indicators when a maximum dose of the CAR and K cells is administered to patients. The data will be reported during 2025, 26, 27, and safety and any indication of efficacy for ovarian cancer will very substantially increase the value of the company. The CTH401 IND will be revised if there's any efficacy readout in ovarian cancer. The next clinical trial for all comers with adenocarcinomas, that is cancer, pancreatic cancer, gastric, gastrointestinal, prostate, kidney, liver, lung, etc. cancers, where the CAR target is TAG72, which is recognised on all those tumours. And it can be detected by biopsy or it can be detected in the blood of patients. So this will be another major increment in the company value, and we could expect this to happen in 2027.
Amazing. Well, we'll be keeping an eye out for that for sure. Now, the recent licensing agreement that you touched upon earlier with the Shunzi Holding Group for CAR-T cell therapy in Greater China is actually a very significant development. So how does it actually align with Cartherics' global expansion strategy, and what role does it play in the broader development and commercialization strategy?
Well, Cartherics will continue to license out the autologous product, CTH004, which is a CAR-T product, and other products for use in other countries and regions. There are already other companies interested in both the rights to CTH004 and 401. The company at present has both investors and directors in Asia and will continue to work closely with this regional market, but recognise the market strength and the need to engage in North America, Europe, India, and South America. We have consultants in these regions or connections with companies, government, and academia in these regions.
Amazing. Now, as we wrap up our discussion, Alan, could you outline the key milestones in Cartherics' roadmap over the next few years? Like you've touched upon it, but anything else that you would like to add before we conclude our interview today?
Okay. Well, in 2024, which is this year, we want to complete all the non-clinical studies and establishment of manufacturing at our contract manufacturer in support of the IND for CTH401, and we'll be doing that this year. We'll also this year initiate clinical trials for CTH004, the autologous product in China and in Melbourne, although it may be early 2025. And we'll be looking for licensing deals for other countries and regions, particularly for CTH004, the autologous product, which is again aimed at ovarian cancer. In 2025, quarter one, we expect an IND from the US FDA and initiation of clinical trials for CTH401. So that's a major milestone. And the clinical trial readouts for CTH004 and CTH401 will also happen in 2025. So we'll get some idea of the effectiveness or the safety and effectiveness of those two products. We'll also look for potential deals with pharma or bio for product development rights. And these are major deals in this area, usually in advance of $220 or $250 million. So we'll be looking for that in 2025. In 26, we'll have a revision of the CTH401 IND for use in a basket trial for adenocarcinomas, as I mentioned before. Those cancers expressing TAG72. So that'll be another milestone. So a new IND and a broader use of our 401 across very different cancers. And we are going to prepare for a public listing of NASDAQ or the ASX, for which we'd expect we might be able to go onto those public listings in 27. So another milestone there in 26. And of course, we'd like to complete preclinical studies of CTH601, which is a new product that we're developing in the pipeline. And that's been supported by a major grant from the Medical Research Futures Fund of the federal government in readiness for a new IND. And that'll happen in 2026.
Amazing. Those all sound like very exciting developments, and we can't wait to get another update on the work that you and your team are doing. For anyone who would like to get in touch with the team at Cartherics, please see the details at the side of your screen or in the description of this video. And once again, thank you, Alan, for joining me for this interview and providing us with valuable insights into Cartherics.
Thank you very much. And
thank you.